Hi, and thanks for watching Double Tap on YouTube. In this clip from our Season 5 premiere, we talk all about accessibility and how Microsoft has been innovating in Microsoft 365. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do that and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we give you new episodes to share. Enjoy the clip.
The latest tech.
I'm Alexa. I can answer your questions.
Interviews.
And we are evolving, and we are seeing an amazing opportunity that is happening.
Accessibility.
Accessibility is one of our core values. It's even a part of our mission statement.
This is Double Tap TV.
Welcome to another episode of Double Tap TV. I am Marc Aflalo.
And I am Stephen Scott. Hello. A jam-packed episode is coming up with lots of chat about Microsoft's latest innovations, including their new Inclusive Tech Lab and the new adaptive accessories that are coming out soon. We'll be joined by Gabby Michelle and Solomon Romney from Microsoft to share all the news.
You know, Stephen, back in August, Microsoft made some headlines because we're celebrating the 32nd anniversary of the Americans with Disability Act. Now, that's a law that prohibits discrimination against individuals with disabilities in all areas of public life, whether it's jobs, school, transportation, etc. So why is Microsoft making headlines? Well, they're taking advantage of this anniversary to announce some pretty cool accessibility additions to Microsoft 365, which is basically their cloud offering of Word, Excel, PowerPoint. And what's coming this year, they're giving a little bit of a preview. So let's talk about a couple of them a little bit here. Starting with enabling captioning and transcription across way more platforms. This means more languages, more context to what's actually being said. So in live captions, for example, in Teams, you'll be able to have a conversation with a group of people and enable live captioning not only in the Teams app itself, but in browsers as well across all operating systems.
Yeah, and you think immediately about people who are deaf or hard of hearing, they would really benefit from this, but it actually helps everybody. I think about how captioning helps me. It means I've got a transcript of the conversation I can go back to later. So maybe I missed an email address or a telephone number or a website. I can go back and get that information. So that's fantastic news.
Another one that they talked about is accessibility options across the entire Windows operating system, such as changing the default way that Word documents or Excel and PowerPoint actually opens. You'll be able to choose, is this going to open in a browser? Is it going to open in the Teams app? Is it going to open in its own desktop app? Giving you more control so that when you say open something or you use the keyboard or however you open your apps, it opens in the way that you want it to.
Yeah, and again, this is a fantastic thing because, as someone who uses a screen reader, I know only too well the challenges of sometimes dealing with the web application. So it'd be really good to have the choice to be able to say, look, just please, will you open up this in the Word application as opposed to having to deal with the web? I'm sorry, I just can't take it anymore. I need to deal with the application. And that's great. That gives us the choice to do that. So choice is good, Mark.
Plus the lines, are being blurred a bit. Sometimes we see new features being announced and released in the web version because they can do it across the board before it makes it to a desktop version, which is pretty cool. The next one really excites me because, it's a redesigned dictation experience across Word, Outlook, and OneNote. And honestly, so much more to that. And we're going to post a link to the Microsoft Accessibility blog to see all the fun things that are coming down the road. But Stephen, the biggest takeaway for me is one quote from the blog, which says this. It says, "At its core, accessible technology is all about flexibility and simplicity, providing multiple paths to the same destination and cutting down the complexity that can get in the way of full participation." I love that statement because that statement says so much about accessibility, and it really defines the fact that it's not about just people with disability. It's about absolutely everybody. If you can shorten the path from point A to point B and make it easier for everybody, it helps everybody at the same time.
Absolutely. Accessibility has often been seen as a word attached to disability. And that's great, and we absolutely needed that because as a community, we needed the ability to be heard and allow these functions to come in. But you know what? If these functions can help everybody, that's good. We all get older. We may get a disability later in life, and it's good to know that the technology we use today we can use tomorrow, whether we're disabled or not.
Stephen, coming up, as you mentioned, we're going to be joined by two of the team over at Microsoft to share their big news that are going to allow and encourage a lot more accessible technology to be created. That's coming up next, so stick around. This is Double Tap TV.
You're watching Double Tap TV. Get involved. Follow us at Double Tap On Air or email us Feedback at doubletaponair.com. Double Tap TV will be right back.
Hey, thanks for watching. For more great content from Double Tap TV, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on AMI TV. Thanks for watching.